So, I think a lot of it is that I've let people take advantage of me. You know, I'm weak. You know what I mean? Weak. Shit, I even fucking dropped my sunglasses right at the beginning of my fucking program. Because that's what this is, you guys. It's a fucking program. All right? You know, you got all these fucking podcasts. Fuck, my flip-flop chopped off. Right, Buster? You got all these fucking podcasts, and every podcast has got a team of producers, and every podcast has got fucking sponsors, and every podcast has got a cool-ass background. What is this? My studio apartment with a fucking bed right in the fucking living room next to this? How did I create this in my fucking life, dude? I was in Oklahoma City recently with my friend Sandy Danto and my friend Mike McDonald, this kind of a bisexual comedian. He did try to touch my penis on the road, and I let him, but it was cool. But besides that, talking about me being taken advantage of, I walk into this fucking smoothie shop directly across the street from my hotel, our hotel, and what's the smoothie shop named? Wheeze the Juice. So I don't know if you guys remember, but years ago I did a movie called Encino Man where my character, Stony Brown, and the caveman did what? Buster, we wheeze the juice. We wheeze the juice. So they take my fucking name and they make a store out of it, Wheeze the Juice, and it's got nothing but juice and smoothies in it. And to top it off, there's a fucking photo. Okay, there's a photo, a poster of me on the fucking wall. And to fuck it up even more, the kids that work there, they even know the fuck I am, and they charged me for my smoothie. I said, at least can I get a free smoothie since you took my name, my phrase from my movies, and you put it in a restaurant here or a bar, a smoothie shop? And they said, no, sorry, we can't approve that. So they charged me for smoothies with my fucking poster on the wall and my whole thing. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just, I've run out of gas. You know? I've done 17 podcasts. I try, just so you know, I try to hit up the guys from Jam in the Van. You know Jam in the Van, which was the show that I did before? Buster, you remember that show. I have to fix my Biodome poster. Anyways, I try to hit these guys up, and they fucking blocked me on all platforms. I'm like, yo, dude, can we please do the PMS podcast show? Jam in the Van. We can get Bobby Lee. And then, oh, yeah, speaking of Bobby Lee, I forgot to tell you guys, aren't going to believe this shit. Fucking Bobby Lee's lawyer sent me a cease and desist. A cease and fucking desist saying I can't even talk about Bobby Lee anymore. I can't mention his name. And you know what? Fuck that guy. You know? If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be anything! Fuck! Buster? But I understand. I totally understand why why Bobby said that. It makes sense. Because I've created a really stenchy fucking smell when I walk up to people, wherever I am. They definitely see me running. They're like, oh shit, here comes Pauly Shore. Let's go the other way. You know? But the good thing is, I still have some string cheese. And you know who loves string cheese more than me? My hostage. Yep. I have a hostage. And he's my dog. And he is stuck with me. And I thank God that he can't speak English. Because if he spoke English, he would definitely turn me in. But watch this, you guys. So yeah, so I got my book of gratitude. Oh yeah, and speaking of, I did have my lawyer. I did have a Zoom with my lawyer. And what's weird about it, when I Zoom with my lawyer, I think he was masturbating. It's kind of fucking weird. Buster, here. Buster gets cheese. But either way, he told me some good information. He said Proposition 34 his benefits squatters. And since I'm a squatter, meaning I got evicted from my place by Larry, he says his parents want to move into this place. So I said I'm not fucking leaving. So me and Buster get to stay because I'm Prop 24. We're allowed to stay. So Buster, we can, oh, and on top of it, I don't have to pay rent, which is fucking great. Buster. But I'm probably going to stop doing this random rants thing because I've run out of gas. And like I mentioned, I got no one, you know. I've reached out to sponsors. I've even said Gatorade, da-da-da-da. I'm going to throw that thing out. No inbox. Nothing in my inbox. So, anyways. But if you ever go to Oklahoma, you know, this is why Bill Burr's podcast is great, because he has something to say. I literally have nothing to say. You know what I mean? I have nothing to say. I did find a location, though, down in Key West for my restaurant, bar, and grill. So I'm kind of excited about it. But I don't know. I don't know if I want to go. Now that I got my place here, I can just stay here. You know what? I think part of the reason why things are so fucked up also is because I haven't changed with the times. You know? Like, this is a computer. You know what I mean? And I don't even know how to type. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to type. But here I have some of my stand-up stuff we can put in here. Man. I have some of my stuff here that I'd like to talk to you guys about it, but I think I'm losing people. I think I'm uninteresting. I think there's too much competition out there. I definitely compare myself to everyone else that's doing better than me. And I don't know what to do anymore. Oh, you know what I know what to do? Get another piece of what? Motherfucking string cheese for me and Buster! My man, Buster! But again, I think the only reason why... Oh, and by the way, as you know, AI is producing this. Because I couldn't get any producer to produce this. I did a mass kind of email to all the producers. I don't know, I still have chopped liver left over from last week. But again, I don't know why I'm doing this. I just don't know why. Because, I mean, when you watch people on camera, they're actually saying something. They're meaningful. They have millions of followers. They're inspiring. Like, I have nothing to inspire you about except for my string cheese. You know what I mean? And my chopped liver. But the problem is there's too much computers going on in the world, and we've lost that. We've been desensitized, Buster. All right. So I think, you know what? I think the rest of the rant, I'm not going to rant because I've run out of gas. And I think you guys, if you want, you don't have to watch. None of you guys have to watch. You're free to change your channel. But if you want to watch me and Buster eat string cheese and chopped liver, then we can do that. But the good part is, we'll put the chopped liver on the string cheese. Watch, he's going to love it. Buster, come. Do you ever feed your dog chocolate? Someone says you're not supposed to feed your dog chocolate. I don't know. But, anyways. My playthe runneth fulleth. You ever do that? My playthe runneth fulleth. That means I've given and given my whole career, my whole life. I put my heart into everything I've done. And you've taken and you've taken and you've taken. And you've given me nothing. And now here I am by myself. Empty. Hollow. Like a shell. Woe is we's, man. Woe is we's. You know? You know what? You know who's my homie, dude? Is the one guy that's going through what I'm going through too. And he understands. It's my boy. He's one of the comics that hasn't thrown me under the bus. Theo Vaughn. I love Theo Vaughn because he's more fucked up than me. I mean, how the fuck do you get a Netflix special and then stop filming the Netflix special? Like, he's got some mental issues. For sure. You know what I mean? And when I talked to him about it, we were kind of neck and neck. And you know who else shit on me recently, which wasn't cool because I was a fan, is Bert Kreischer. You know? Because we were at the Comedy Store, and I started walking around with no shirt on. You know? And he's like, dude, you're fucking Carlos Mancini my shit. I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're fucking talking about. What does that mean? And he said, you're stealing my whole thing. I'm a fat guy with no shirt on. Now you're a fat guy with no shirt on. I'm like, well, it's working for you. So why not? You should be happy that I'm stealing your fucking stuff. You should be honored. Yeah. I can't get no one to represent me in Hollywood. Every one of these comedians has big managers, big agents. No one will take me on. And guess whose fault it is? My fault. Because when I made it, I went, ah! I went, yay! You know? I went, ba, 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 ba! Made these fucking dumb noises. Why didn't you fucking tell me? Why didn't you say, dude, stop making the fucking noises, because other one day you're going to wind up in your fucking studio apartment with your hostage dog eating fucking chopped liver and string cheese? Because I try to tell you that. I had no family unit telling me what not to do. I ran amok. My mom left me with no parental supervision in the walk-in refrigerator at the Comedy Store, surrounded with whipped cream cans. So this is what you look like in your 50s when you've done a whole bunch of whip hits in your teens. My fucking brain is retarded. Anyways, so maybe I should come up with a new hobby. Maybe I should take knitting or something. Or maybe crochet, Buster. Yeah, so. And I read the comments. Don't think I don't read the comments. But I read the comments and it makes me feel worse. You know what I mean? You guys are saying, oh man, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. Thank God I can't drink alcohol because I got canker sores in my whole fucking mouth. The alcohol burns the canker sore, so the pain is so severe that I can't get through with the alcohol, so I just chewed it intravenously. But it's fucked up, man. You know what I mean? It's fucked up. So, I don't know. You know, yeah, I pigeonholed myself. That's pretty much what happened. You know, everyone sees me in one way. That's how it is. And there's no getting around it unless we do a Hail Mary to fucking Quentin Tarantino or some director that did Simon Rex's movie or someone that says, you know, someone smokes a joint and says, you know what? I'm going to make a call and do something against type. But that's not fucking happening. Watch this. Ali Ali oxen, free, free, free. Nothing. So, woe is me, man. Woe is we's. You know, it's kind of like Paul Rubens. You guys know Pee Wee Herman. Remember Pee Wee Herman? He got stuck as Pee Wee Herman, and then he was so freaked out about it, he actually jerked off in a movie theater. You know, maybe that's what I should. Fuck. There you go. I go down to Santa Monica Boulevard, down the hill, and I'll go to a movie theater and I'll jerk off. And then they'll catch me, and then I'll be in TMZ with Charlie Sheen jerking off and doing crack and having a guy suck my penis. Mine have a dog. His name is Buster. Buster is his name. Oh, anyways. So this is probably going to be the last random rants, because you know what? You don't give a fuck about me either. No one does. And the only reason why he's with me is because I have doggy treats. And that's it. You know what I mean? And I got to walk him with a leash. He's not an off-the-leash dog. Because if he was an off-the-leash dog, what he would fucking do is if you, let me come over here, off-the-leash dog, what he would do, he would leave me! You know what? I got to stop beating myself up so bad. And I got to be gratitude. And I got to manifest. And I got to be grateful. God damn it, I can't! Fuck! I tried. It lasted 3 seconds. Woe is we's, man. Woe is we's. And again, I don't know what we're going to title this fucking episode, because every episode has a theme. And I don't have a theme for this episode. It says I'm lost. Well, I got to go because me and Theo Vaughn are going to an AA meeting. And we're going to discuss the emptiness. Why do people watch him when he comes out and he says how empty he is, but they don't watch me? There's something wrong with this picture. All right, well, this is probably going to be the last rant. And the people, the producers of Jam in the Van, if you're out there, please return my message. Anyone out there that wants to possibly bring me in, just return my message. Stop blocking me on all platforms. I got no more to give. I've given everything. I have nothing left to give. My whole life, my whole career, everywhere I go, I make people happy. But I gotta make myself happy! I'm just happy that they're not kicking me out of this place. Right, Buster? We get to stay put. High five, motherfucker. High five.